And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Major League Baseball on tap. It's the Wolverines taking on the Irish. Today, all eyes are on the mound as we've got a pitcher who's been absolutely on fire lately. In fact, in his recent outings, he's been nearly untouchable, Singy.
Oh, you're not kidding, Boog. Opponents have looked lost against this guy, and the way he's pitching, it doesn't look like he's slowing down anytime soon.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. Just about to get underway. Today's starting pitcher, Brett Barrett. Singy, he's been outstanding and should be fun to watch.
Well, when you have a guy that can limit the opponent to very little run production, you have a great chance to win a ball game when he takes the mound. He's just having an outstanding season so far. You hope he can maintain it, because if he can, he'll be in a nice conversation at the end of the year.
Fastball for a strike. And that's in the dirt. And it's 2-2. Swing and a miss, and he got him. One down.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Now it's the shortstop. Fouls one off. 2-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Bateman hauls it in for the out. Take a look at the lineup. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Javier Sanoja.
He's been a solid force for his team right now. Kind of a fire starter when you consider an on-base percentage over 400 over the last 10 games. That's solid, consistent work. He's making things happen for this offense right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the left fielder. That catches the outside corner. And the count is 2-2.
2 strikes.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that extends the inning. And here's the first baseman. The 1-1 is fouled off. The 1-2. And there's a ball. Runner on the go. Pitch misses. Throw to second. Out there. And that ends the inning.
The catcher definitely looked ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Back here with my pal Singy. Today's starting pitcher, Thomas White. Singy, he's kind of a road warrior, yeah?
I definitely say so. You know, some guys shrink a little bit on the road. They're so used to just, having the comforts of being at home and having the fans behind them. But this guy seems to thrive in adversity and being in some hostile environments. So when you have a player like this on your team that goes out there and competes, you definitely like your chances away from your home ballpark.
That to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one down. Let's take a look at our lineup. An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. they end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Check swing, he held up. Now 2 balls and a strike. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing of the bat, it really changes your capability when you fall behind. 1 out, base is empty. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. And down on strikes, and there's 2 down.
Flipped that screwball up there and got him to swing through it. It's kind of part changeup, part curveball, or reverse curveball, I guess, and clearly it's got some good movement on it. We just don't get to see a good one very often, so it's kind of fun to see, and that was a great one right there.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That's inside. And he deals. Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And that keeps the inning alive.
Showed a lot of fight with 2 strikes in that AB. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
And now number 74, and makes the grab. And that is that. We played an inning, no score. Second inning set to go. And now number 5.
Number 5.
Swing and a ground ball, and that one finds its way through. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And now the center fielder. The 3-1. Lined into left center, base hit. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
Digging in, James Cannon. Swing and a miss.
1-2.
That's outside, and the count is even 2-2. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
2-2 now. Got him swinging.
Man, it's almost unfair that he can just pull that knuckleball out of his pocket and float it up there in addition to his other pitches. It's unlike anything else he throws, and because he doesn't throw it all the time, you just don't get a good look at it throughout an at-bat.
JT Vernon getting ready to hit. 2 on, 1 out. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Here's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja.
It's early, but these at-bats can impact a game just as much as they do later. Here's a chance to set the tone early for your team.
First and second, 2 down. You're in game 1 of this 3-game set. Next offering upstairs.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
A little bit low. 3-1. Line drive, and this might be trouble. McAdoo rounds third, headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. Now a second crosses the plate, and they take a 2-run lead.
Well, he was a little off balance. He got the front foot down, but was so great at keeping the hands back and allowed him still to get good wood to this baseball. Big one there as he drives in a couple of runs.
Here's the power hitting catcher. Swings through that.
1-2.
Runner at second, 2 down. Here at the top of the second. Outside low, 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another.
Well, it's a really good pass to the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Runner.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the second, and now the DH, Daddy.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Daddy with another scorching run of play lately.
We've gotten used to seeing him put together impressive stretches throughout his career, Boog. When he's going like he is right now, it's really fun to watch him.
And a swing and a miss, and 1 out now.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Here's the center fielder. And a 2-1 on the way.
Ball. 3 balls, 1 strike.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Makes the catch for the out.
Batting 7, the first baseman, James.
Here's the veteran first baseman, James Perkins. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. That's the 3rd out, inning over. So they make short work of him there. We head on down to the top of the 3rd. The Wolverines on top, 2-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well.
Yes.
There's a 1-1. And a big swing and a miss.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely. And I think if push came to shove where they had to make a move during a game, it'd surprise a lot of people. You might even be able to put him in center field.
Well, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Tasked with 1, 2, and 3 to start this inning, but no trouble so far. I'm sure he'd love to strike out the side here. Make a little statement, but you got to be composed in this spot. Focus on getting this next guy. You got 2 good outs. Want to get the third one and avoid the middle of that lineup coming up with a base runner. Could become dangerous.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. 2 of the most potent offenses in the game squaring off. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. The 1-1. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
1-2. Ball. 2-2.
Swing and a miss at the splitter, and it's a strikeout.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Here's the catcher to hit, Moises Ballesteros. Fastball is outside. One down, base is empty.
Ball, that's too low.
That's ball
Take your
4.
base.
Tried
Ball
another
4.
fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
Here's the third baseman. Runner takes off. There's a ball. Throw, save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment, or players are going to be running all game.
Man at second. And a big swing and a miss.
That splitty's a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
That misses, and that's ball 3. And that one is lifted in the air. And it drops in. Into third now. So runners at the corners and 1 out.
Well, that's a smart decision to hold up with 1 out and the heart of the order coming up. Don't want to run into an out at home plate.
Runners at the corners here, one away. Stanton, the next to hit. To third, and that's a fair ball. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single, and now they trail by one. In there safely.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts where batting averages are just so much higher. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
Now it's the second baseman. And a count 1-2.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this is where the team aspect really comes into play on the offensive side of the game, right? I mean, missed opportunity to tie it up with the runner at third, 1 out, couldn't put the ball in play. So now it's time to pick him up, and that's where good teams, they go to. They operate on this level of next man up. That mentality is what causes them to win series, get into the postseason, and that helps keep the energy and morale high in the dugout.
And now it's going to be number 74. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that's down and away.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit, and it's now a 2-1 ball game. And we're back. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, number 5. This one in the air. And out number 1 on the grab.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
This one in the air, center field. Bateman gets under it. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
2 down, base is empty. And now the right fielder, James Cannon. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Now a high fly ball out to left center. Sizes this one up. And that is that. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Hitter, number 69.
Pulls that one foul.
He's like Mike Trout. You figure whatever you put in his hand, whether it's a bat, whether it's a golf club, whether it's a basketball, he can do it and get it done. And a rare talent.
And he can't come up with it. Safe at first, no play. We'll see how they score this.
Now batting, number 99.
And now the center fielder. Just missed. That
That's
one down the
foul.
line, and it goes just foul.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Full count.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Perkins in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Now James Perkins, and a count 1-2. Daddy, the base runner at first with 1 out. White picks over. Daddy dives back in safely. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Line drive, base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
2 on, 1 out. Williams will hit next. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse.
That's hard hit on the line. Drops into the glove. Runner tagging and heading for home. He'll score on the sac fly. We are tied at 2.
Well, he hit that one pretty well. I think it would have been a lot more than a sac fly if not for that nice play by the outfielder to track it down. Good job of getting the run in.
So 2 down now, and here is Moises Ballesteros. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it, and that is that. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the top of the 5th we go. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 5th. Now at the plate, JT Vernon. Sliced hard but foul. Left field, way back there. That's back. Gone. His 7th home run of the season, and it gives him the lead in the 5th. It's 3-2.
That's a fun way to take the lead. Just hit one out of the park. He's so good at getting his arms extended, and that's exactly what he did right there. You don't typically want to pull a pitch at that part of the plate, but he doesn't allow his wrists to roll over, stays through the ball, gets the loft, and gets the home run.
And here is Javier Sanoja, and that's a base hit.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. 112 miles per hour. The ball seemed to explode off the bat right there. He put everything together on that swing, so that's one of those knocks that feels a little extra sweet.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. So now 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. Off balance feed, there's 1. To first, not in time. Great effort there.
Well, an aggressive slide at second base, but it was legal. I like it because you're trying to break up the double play, and it looked like the slide impacted the throw a little bit. Nice job by the base runner.
So digging in, Joe Getz. Here's a 1-1. Just missed. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And that's off the inside edge. 3-1 now.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
And now it's filled up.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
In the air, left field. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 2.
Now the number 2 hitter. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Ball outside. Throw to second. Out at second. That ends the inning. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 3-2 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jake Latz.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
So the batting order turns over. Now the third baseman. Swing, and that's ripped towards right center. Makes the catch, and there's 1 gone.
Now batting, the right fielder, Anthony Stanton.
Now it's the right fielder, Anthony Stanton.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
1 down, base is empty. Gets him to chase after that one. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Nabil Krismat up and loosening in the pen. Kranick also getting ready. Next offering misses down and away. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And that skips in the dirt.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with the 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
And that is low for ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Stanton at first, 1 gone. First offering, runner goes. Fly ball down the line. He's under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Now the left fielder.
You have to be careful throwing him breaking pitches, even in an 0-0 count. He loves going after the off-speed stuff, and he's really good at hitting it.
Latz checks over to first, and he's back. The 1-1 is fouled off.
Ball.
Good purpose
2-2.
pitch right there. Trying to tease him, get him to raise his sights, pop something up, and make it an easy out.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Sizing this one up. He's there. He's got it. And that will end the inning. We're back, and they make a change to start the sixth. The new pitcher, Shaw.
And compared to a lot of other relievers, strikeouts have not been a big weapon for him this year, so the defense should be active.
On the ground to third. Now one gone in the top of the sixth.
Now batter, the left fielder, DJ Morlando.
Here's the left fielder. One down, base is empty. Outside, and it's ball four.
Well, that's a really good take right there, and that's just mentally prepared, knowing that if it's not on a tee, you're going to take that pitch because you still have one more strike to work with. Not easy to lay off, but he did an excellent job in that plate appearance.
Man at first, one away. Runner on the move. That's in for a strike. Safe at second with a stolen base. Inside. And a count now even up. One out and a runner at second. And it's filled up.
Full count.
Line drive. Fair ball. Headed for the plate. He'll score easily. The throw into second, and in at second with an RBI double.
That's a good job right there. You got two strikes on you, just got to battle.
One out, runner at second. Here's the center fielder. That's to third. Slings it across, and there are two outs.
Now batting, right fielder.
And now here is James Cannon. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone?
Foul.
Ground ball right side, and that's just foul.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home, the throw in. Safe at the plate, and the run scores all the way from second. It's 5-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Now it's the DH, JT Vernon. It was a homer for him back in the fifth. Just a solo shot, but an important swing in this game.
Yeah, and it was a beautiful swing as well. Everything just came together timing-wise, and he blasted it out of here.
On the ground at first, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now two aboard.
Couple of singles back-to-back. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Here's the second baseman, Javier Sanoja. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
2 strikes.
Cannon on second. Vernon on at first with 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's a little bit low. And that one in the air center field. Bateman. And that'll do it. So 2 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Wolverines out front 5-2. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. And now the DH, Daddy. Foul ball there.
These hitters like this that have so much power, look forward to seeing them hit the ball a long way. But if you're in the stands, or you're in a broadcast booth, or you're a writer, better keep your eye on the game.
Activity in the bullpen. Luis Zavala appears to be getting loose. Enriquez warming up as well. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still finds a way to get off a throw, but he beats it out. And the leadoff man is on with an infield single.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just an awesome swing of the bat, quick hands, and just launched the baseball. 108 on the exit velocity. Man, that is coming off the bat pretty good. I know he's feeling good about it.
And now the center fielder. Rudder takes off. Fought off foul. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Runner at first with no outs here.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Caught him looking for the K. So up next, James Perkins.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
And a 1-2. Runner on the go. It's in the dirt to second, but way too late. Safe there. In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Moving under it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Now batting, shortstop, Jacob Williams.
So digging in, Jacob Williams. Runner at second, 2 down. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Well, needed a big strikeout to get out of danger. Turned to the deception of that changeup. Great execution. Really sold it with the arm speed. Had his opponent way out on that front foot.
Now pitching.
Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Gavin Hollowell. Here's the catcher.
For the Wolverines, the catcher, number 46.
Headed down the line. And that will drop foul. And it's even up.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And they get the leadoff hitter in the 7th.
The third baseman.
So up next, Joe Getz. Singy, he's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Next one misses, and that's ball 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jose A. Ferrer, the left-hander, is getting that big fastball of his ready to go. Lara, the right-hander, also getting loose. This to third, has some trouble with it. No throw, and he reaches safely.
Now batting, number 2.
Man at first with one gone, and the batter will be the shortstop. Pickoff throw, and he's back in safely. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 away now. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Now the left fielder, Hollowell, checks the runner. And he's back in there. Gets off of first with 2 away. Backed off the plate that time. The 2-1. And that is out of play. Here's the pitch. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Now pitching.
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Luis Zavala. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
The catcher, Moises Arrows.
The kick, the 3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Here comes a 3-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3.
Well, that right there is just a pitcher's pitch, tailing away from the hitter, lowing away with some good action at the end. You know, even if he gets the bat to that ball, it's probably just a weak ground ball to the opposite side. I tell you what, that's a tremendous 2-strike pitch.
Here's the third baseman. One down, base is empty. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first, and he held up. The count 2-1.
High.
Cuts and misses, it's a strikeout.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And a swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Next
Ball
offering
two.
upstairs.
2-2.
Ground ball
That's
right
foul.
side and foul ball. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Jose A. Ferrer.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Number 5.
And now the first baseman. And that one hit 97 on the gun.
You know, this group of hitters, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. Just look at how the ball's coming off their bats, and tell me it's fun playing defense at this level. They've got 7 hits at 90+ miles per hour exit velocity, so you got to look alive out there.
Base hit. That was smoked through the infield. And the leadoff man aboard.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. There was nothing cheap about the way he got that one through the infield. That was ripped. Caught out in front and didn't get under it like he would have liked, but definitely put a good swing on it.
Here's the center fielder. There goes the runner. Pitch in for a strike. Transfer bobbled, and there's no throw. Man at second. That one almost got him.
No, that's a ball. Full count.
And here's a 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that's the first out.
Well, I'm not sure what he was waiting on right there. He got the changeup and still late on it. You rarely see that. It almost makes you think that he was trying to set the pitcher up. I mean, if you can't catch up to the off-speed stuff, there's no way you're going to touch a fastball.
Next pitch misses. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
It's amazing to look up and see 88 miles per hour on that changeup. Back in the day, that was a pretty good fastball. But with high velocities these days, that speed differential is right where it needs to be.
Runner at second here, 1 gone. In the air, right field. Casey sizes this one up. That's out number 2.
The batter, number 3. Designated hitter, JT Vernon.
So now the DH spot, JT Vernon. Thinking he's got a history of coming through into big spots. I know I like to talk about, I'm not sure whether clutch actually exists, but you look at the numbers, and this guy always seems to deliver. And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman, number 3.
Well, I think it's the ability to assess the situation, understanding what the pitcher has, what he's trying to get people out on, and then being able to use the entire field.
Out to short. 1 gone to the bottom of the 8th.
you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and it's in time. It wasn't the smoothest play you'll see today, but they still get the out. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Daddy. And misses inside.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
And now 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That's
Ball
off
3.
the mark, and the count's full.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
2 down, nobody on. And they'll do it again. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a ground ball, base hit right field. He saw a lot of pitches in that at bat and found a way to win the battle.
Now batting, number 99.
Manager out of the dugout, and he's going to make a change. Luis Zavala out of the game. It's a 3-run game, and we'll be back to tell you about the new arm in a minute. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Kenny Powers.
And Boog, he's a guy that'll work in a knuckleball from time to time. It's not his primary pitch, but he mixes it in, and that makes getting timing down on him really challenging for hitters.
So a man aboard, and now the center fielder. And that drops in for a strike.
Full count.
The right-hander gives up the 2-out walk, and that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
James Perkins digs in now. Tying run at the plate.
That's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Ball 3.
With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. He circles the bases. It's 5-5. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spit on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Williams now at the plate. And 1-2.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Out number 3. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even at 5 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Castillo.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Here's the second baseman, Javier Sinoja.
The second baseman, Javier Sinoja.
The 2-1. And that's outside.
3-1.
And fires in a fastball at 95.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
This one high in the air to left center. Bateman settles under this one. Makes the grab, one down.
As good as he's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand, you cannot hang a breaking ball right there. Lucky it stayed in the ballpark.
And here's the catcher.
Well, he's always a threat. Even if this guy is 0 for 3 for the night with 3 strikeouts, he can come up that 4th time and do damage because he's that good.
Next pitch is downstairs. Action in the pen down there. Matthew Liberator, a lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. One down, base is empty. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Center field, Bateman settles under it. He's got it, and there's 2 away. And now it's switch hitting third baseman Joe Getz. These two offenses can put up runs in a hurry. And that one missing low. That one fouled off. 2-2. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. 3 up, 3 down for him there. And 9-1-2 scheduled to lead off the bottom of the 9th. We're all tied up 5-5. And we're back. Bottom 9. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Moises Ballesteros. Fastball for a strike.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I mean, trying to hit that pitch immediately after seeing a good fastball on the pitch before, just a brutal task, man. I don't envy this at all. You almost have to sit fastball and hope you get one you can put in place so you don't have to deal with the potential of seeing the knuckleball with 2 strikes.
Now the third baseman. Yeah, that's fouled off. Good job to fight that one off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ball.
Strike 3, got him swinging. That K is his 3rd of the game.
Now batting.
So 2 down now, and here is Anthony Stanton. Trying to send this to extra innings. And now 2-1.
2-1.
outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. And that one ripped into right, and a base hit.
Now batting, number 3.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Kenny Powers won't go any further, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
Ronnie Enriquez on the pitch here.
Not having a lot of success against right-handed hitters. They've been hitting them around, so this next matchup might be tough for him.
Now it's the second baseman. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And the winning run is now in scoring position. Winning run in scoring position with 2 away. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. The winning run on second base.
2-2.
And now it's filled up. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Here's the left fielder. Up the middle. Flips it. Nicely done for the out. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Number 2. Goes down looking.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Now the left fielder. And fouled off. Castillo checks the runner. Back in safe, really close. 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Nice work there to get the strikeout, and that's a big second out. I'll tell you, this home crowd will be fired up. They can get out of this and leave that go-ahead run stranded in scoring position. This is a big moment in this game.
And here's the first baseman. That missed by a lot. Ball 2. Two down. Go ahead run in scoring position. And he hits a ground ball right side. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. So it's no runs, no hits, no errors, and 1 left. On to the bottom of inning number 10. We're all tied up 5-5. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and the batter now, Daddy.
The designated hitter, number 69.
That's to third. And it gets by him. Still fires to first. The throw is late, and the defense comes away with nothing.
That's back-to-back singles for him.
Really important at bat coming up now.
First and second, no outs. Here's the center fielder. This guy's got good power. With one swing, he can win it for him. Little chopper rolls foul. Winning run out second. No one out. On the ground, 2 ball. Feeds to second, out there. Back to first, and that is a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So digging in, James Perkins. Swings and misses. It's 2-2. Winning run at third, 2 down. And that's too high. Williams in the on deck circle, hoping for a chance.
3 strikeouts for him already, but that would be forgotten if he can get to the plate and make a difference right here.
And he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw. The winning run crosses the plate, and they walk it off in extra innings. Six-5 the final here today. A 1-run extra inning win for Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show. I'm John Shambi saying so long